Hello, good evening, and welcome to another program on Become a Better Man. My name is Tunde Disu. Thank you for taking time out to be part of today's program. And let me start by saying Happy Valentine to all of us and all of you out there. Somebody was asking me today at work. He said, "What do you think about this Valentine's Day celebration and all of that?" I said, "It's a great thing. It's good. It's wonderful." And he said, "Well, ideally, every day should be celebration of love between you and your spouse." I said, "That's true." I said, "But you see, you got to see beyond the celebration of love between you and your spouse." He said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, look at the world we live in today. So much trouble, so much fighting. Everybody's bickering, everybody's fighting, quarreling, complaining. People are not happy. But imagine we all have this one day where everybody, man, woman, boy or girl, old or young, in between, everybody is concentrating on one thing: love." He said, "Well, but is it not the same thing when you do Mother's Day and Father's Day?" I said, "No, it's not. Mother's Day, you're celebrating the mothers, so the fathers are feeling left out. Father's Day, you're celebrating the fathers, so the mothers are feeling left out." I said, "But this Valentine is the only day of the year that we truly celebrate love." Imagine if we have few more days like this in a year, where the whole world concentrates on celebrating love one for another. Imagine how the world will be. Imagine where the world will be. Imagine how wonderful this world will be. So, I'm for Valentine. And I want to once again say Happy Valentine to all of you. I want to recognize Shalewa. Thank you. What a wonderful surprise. It's so good to see you, my man. We go back a long way. Thank you. I appreciate you, ma. Thank you, Shalewa. Tonight we're continuing on the topic that we started looking at last week: winning. How to be a perpetual winner. How to win in life. How to not just win one and lose 10, which in most cases is the pattern in most of our lives. You've heard people say you win some, you lose some. Yes, that is the reality. But there is a place that you could be where winning is not a one-off, where winning is not by accident, where winning is not every now and again. You can come to a point in your life and in my life where winning become the norm. We win consistently, we win perpetually, we win all the time. But you see, in order for you to experience that, in order for you to live in that zone, the winning on the outside will have to be a reflection of the winning from the inside. Unless you win on the inside, unless you are winning from inside, the winning outside will not be there. If it's there, it will not last. If it lasts, you have to compromise everything else just to keep it. But when your winning is from the inside, when you are winning from the inside, it regenerates itself. It reproduces itself because it's not by accident, it's by process. There is a system that is making it work. There is a program that you are running that is producing that winning mentality. And that's what we've been looking at from last week. But just as a quick recap, we said everybody wants to win. Oh yes, everybody wants to win. Everybody loves to win. I don't know of anybody who doesn't like to win. I mean, you should see me last Sunday. I was devastated when Chelsea was whooped 6-0. I mean, that for me was the worst day of this season. But hey, we all love winning. Everybody wants to win. You know why? Because winning is exhilarating. It's a source of joy, a source of pride, a source of achievement. You feel kind of taller. You just walk around with an air of pride. But it must start from the secret place. It must start from the inside. Every winner, every champion, every overcomer are only recognized on the field of play. They won from the inside in the secret place, in the gym, on the track field, in the training ground, behind the scenes, in the silent years of your preparation. Those are the places where you win from. What you see on the field when they give them the trophy or they put the gold medal around their neck is only a recognition of the winning that they have already achieved, they have already captured in the gym, in the practice. When I was in Nigeria, I attended a teachers' college, and one of the things we were taught virtually every lesson you hear it, that as a teacher, if you fail to prepare your lesson, you are preparing to fail in the class. And that is the secret of winning. It's making sure before you step onto the stage, you've already judged yourself, mark yourself, criticize yourself, and push yourself beyond limit. So that when you get to the field, that is not the time to start thinking, what do we do here? You've already practiced. You've already distilled the process of winning. To win in life, you must also learn how to avoid defeating yourself. You must learn the ability to not trip on your own shoelaces. You must avoid the mentality of self-defeat, because a lot of us in life, that is where we lose the battle. It's not about the competition. It's not about the opposition. It's not about the challenge that you're facing. A lot of people lose in life because before they step onto the platform, they've already given up. They've written themselves off. They've condemned themselves. They've thought less about themselves. You cannot do that to yourself if you want to be a winner all the time. You must learn to have a resolve within you that says, I'm a winner. I have what it takes to overcome. Winning in life is an inner work. It's something that starts from the inside. And until you have won the inner battle, the outside battle will always whoop your tail. You will always come short on the playing field if you have not won the battle on the inside. And so last week we talked about two questions that people will generally ask when it comes to whether I'm going to win or not. Now, logically, the questions are reasonable, but the reality is they are precursor to failure. They are precursor to losing. They prepare you, they set you up for not winning. But virtually everybody asks these questions, either verbally or mentally, either by design or by default. The first question people ask is, what are the conditions for winning? Now, you will agree with me that's a legitimate question. That's a reasonable question. That's a question you should ask if you want to win. But you see, what that question does is this. It prepares you an excuse. It gives you a room. It leaves a door ajar just on the side so that you can run out through that door, so that you can lay hold of that as your reason for not winning. The condition, good or bad, favorable or unfavorable, when it comes to life and life issues, life will still deal with you the same way life wants to deal with you. It is what you do with it. It is how you approach it. It's your mentality. It's your preparation. It's the conviction of your heart that will determine how you win or if you win at all. So instead of asking, what's the condition? Just go out there and face the battle. Take down that giant. kill that dragon and take its head for trophy. Because when you ask what's the condition, you're already preparing an excuse such as, oh, I would have, I could have, I should have, I may have. And all those things, they eat away in the background, on your mind, in your head, and they stop you from pushing yourself to the finishing line. The second question people will ask, which again does not add anything, does not push you in the direction, does not aid you towards winning, is they ask, who is the opposition? What is the opposition? How is the opposition? Now again you will say, yeah, Tunde, that's a legitimate question. You need to know who you're fighting against. You need to know what you're confronting, which is true. But you see, whoever the opposition is, whatever the opposition is, wherever the opposition is from, you still have to contend with them. You still have to face them. You still have to deal with them. You still have to go out there with one mind. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you are. I don't care where you're from. I can't be bothered about your reputation. Today is a different story, and I am coming out to take you down. Look at the story of David and Goliath. The whole army of Israel were quaking in their boots just by Goliath talking. And look at this shepherd boy say, who? This one? This one is food for the birds of the air. Because as far as he's concerned, while the children of Israel were afraid of the size of Goliath, David saw a big target that he cannot miss. And because of that winning mentality on the inside, the rest, they say, is story. Don't let the opposition intimidate you to the point where you've already lost the battle before you even go onto the open field. Last week, we also talked about few things that you need to, the mindset that you need to have, or the things you need to take on board if you want to win. I'm just doing a quick recap before we get into the rest of the program today, so that those who were not with us last week can at least follow us as we go into the nitty-gritties of today's program. So one of the things we said is, if you want to be a winner in life, if you want to win always, if you want winning to become if you want winning to become the emblem that you carry and the representative of who you are, number one thing you must do is you must be responsible for yourself and for your future. You must be responsible for yourself and for your future. The most important ability that any of us can have in life, can develop in life, can grow in life, can have in life, is the ability for responsibility. Because until you take your life in your own hands, you will be at the mercy of others. And nobody can do you like yourself. Nobody can take care of you like yourself. Nobody can defend you like you can do. So you must take responsibility for yourself. Nothing happens until you step to the line and say, right, this is my name and I'm here today to take my victory. Until you step up to the line, until you come to the battlefield, there will be no victory for you. Take responsibility for who you are. Take responsibility for what you've done. Take responsibility for what you have said. By being responsible, it's a demonstration of your maturity. It's a demonstration that you are willing to grow. You are ready to develop. You are ready to be a winner. So you must be responsible for yourself. By you relying on others, that is why you're not making progress. That is why you are always angry. That's why you're always complaining. Because these people you are relying on, people you are holding responsible for your life, they have their own life to live as well. I remember when I was still in secondary school, one of my cousins, the engineer Disu, Adebayo Disu, said to me, he said, Tunde, let me tell you something. You have friends, and every now and again you will need them to help you. Whenever you go to any of your friends, genuine, true friends, and you ask for their help, and they cannot render that help, don't take it personal. Don't hold it against them. I said, why? They're supposed to be my friend. They're supposed to help me. He said, that's true. He said, but what you don't know is what they are dealing with in their lives at that instance. They could even be in a position where they want to ask you for that same help you are asking them. He says, so don't take it personal. Take responsibility for yourself. The best helping hand that you will have in life are those two at the end of your arm. Use them. The second thing that you must take on board, that you must imbibe, that you must embrace is you must learn from your mistakes. You must learn from your mistakes. You see, too many people make mistakes, and instead of learning from it, they just keep on going and keep on going and keep on going. But you see, if you don't learn from history, you are helping history to repeat itself. If you don't learn from your mistakes, you are going to repeat those mistakes over and over and over and over again. You can either learn from history or you make history to repeat itself for you. So instead of just plowing through and just hoping it will work out somewhere, stop. Think. And then try again. You know, one of the wonders of this world is when a man and his wife are traveling and the man is driving. Now they don't know where they're going. This man has missed the turning about 5 miles before. And the wife is saying, are you sure we're going in the right direction? Instead for a typical man to stop at the next service station and ask for direction, in his head he's thinking, I'm sure there's a way in front. I'm sure there's a way we can link the road in front. And so they spend the next 2 hours burning fuel, traveling and arriving at nowhere. Because the man will not stop, think, and make adjustment, and then try again. Don't let that be your story. When you make mistake, which we all do, none of us is perfect. When you recognize a mistake, a pattern in your life, stop. Think. Reevaluate the situation. Make necessary adjustment, and then try again. The third thing we said last week was, change now before you must change. Change now before you must change. Every one of us will change. Everybody will change. The question is, will you change now or will you change later? If you change now, you will pay. If you change later, you will pay multiplied by however later is. Change, immediate change equals growth if you do it readily, if you do it willingly, if you do it now, it will help you to grow. But if you have to change later, it will cost you and it will end up in grief. So change equals growth if you do it readily, but it equals grief if you do it reluctantly. You will pay. The question is, will you pay now or will you pay later? All of us will change. The question is, are you going to change now readily at your own will, by your own at your own pace, or are you going to wait till change is imposed on you and you have no say on how it deals with you? We also said, avoid the trap of perfectionism. If you want to be a winner, if you want to win all the time, if you want winning to become your middle name, try and try and try and avoid the mentality of wanting everything to be perfect. Everything will never be perfect. I don't care what it is, I don't care how it is, I don't care who you are or where you are from. Everything will never be perfect. So if you are waiting for everything to be perfect, you will do nothing. Now, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong in pursuing excellence. In fact, it's a demand that you must put on yourself. You must demand of yourself excellence. You must put in your best in everything you do. You must give it all that you have. But avoid the trap of perfectionism. Do you know why? Because it will paralyze and keep you from even starting anything, talk less of you succeeding. If every T's must be crossed and every I must be dotted, if the sun must rise in the east and set in the west, if the rain must start at noon and stop at 3, if the birds must fly this way instead of that way, if the weather must be conducive, and you want all of those parameters to come together so that you can now say, now it's perfect to go, you won't do nothing. You will not produce anything. You will not produce anything because your analysis will turn to paralysis. Your demand for perfectionism will stop you from making any attempt. And you know the worst part of perfectionism is that you will never arrive at it. Because whatever goal you set as your point of perfection, whatever level you place yourself as your point of perfection, when you get to that level, it will still not be perfect. I did a whole 2 or 3 programs just on perfectionism. Check it out on my YouTube channel. And we went through all the pros and cons of perfectionism, the effect of it, how it will affect you, and all of that. It's on my YouTube channel. If you have not seen it, go and lay hold of it. Rather than looking for perfectionism, just go and buy Nike and read their slogan. Just do it. Just do it. Another thing we said, for you to be a winner, for you to perfect, to be in a zone where you win all the time, to develop the winning mentality from the inside so that your outside encounter cannot stop you from winning. You must love what you do and do it. You must love what you do and do it. What do I mean by that? Choose a job you love and you will never work again in your life. Do you know why? Because everything you do that is termed work, for you is your passion. For you is your hobby. For you is something you love doing. Last week I used the example of footballers. People are very, very, maybe jealous is not the right word, but I'll use it. People are jealous and say, oh, can you believe Aaron Ramsey? He's going to be paid £400,000 a week. I mean, what does he do? Just run after bag of air? Yes. He's doing what he loves. And he's doing it so well, somebody is willing to pay him that. Why can't that be you? Find your passion. Find what you love. Establish yourself in it. Work on it. Work on it. Work on it. Fine-tune yourself and develop, grow, and make yourself better at it. A time will come when people will start begging you to do it. And a time will come, not sooner, when people will be begging to pay you to do that which you love to do. You call that work? No. If you love what you do and you do what you love, it will never be work for you. You'll just be living your life permanently on holiday, permanently doing your hobby, enjoying yourself. Find something you love and you are glad to do, even for nothing. Then do it so well that people will have no choice than to beg you and pay you for doing it. Because when you provide values, people will be happy. They will be willing to pay for it. So that was where we stopped last week. This week, still continuing on how to be a perpetual, a continuous winner. How to win from the inside, because if you are winning on the inside, it's a matter of time. The manifestation of it will be seen outside. When a woman conceives, nobody knows. It doesn't show on the very first day of conception. She doesn't even know on the day of conception. Give it time. Give it time. Just wait for it. Before you know it, things will start to happen on the outside. But you see, whatever you see on the outside is a reflection of what is happening on the inside. So if you want to win in life, if you want to be a winner, a perpetual, a continuous winner, grow from the inside. Because once it's happening on the inside, it's a matter of time. It will manifest itself on the outside. So, in order for you to win continuously, another thing you must do, you must learn, one of the things that you have to do to take on board to be a winner is you must learn to listen and learn from people who are already successful. You must be willing, you must be committed, you must be hungry, you must search out people who are already successful, especially in the things that you want to embark upon, in the things that you want to do, in the areas of your interest, in the areas of the things you love. There is somebody somewhere that's already doing it, and they're not just doing it, they are successful at it. If you can't meet them personally, find their materials, read their books, listen to their tapes, visit their website, go and listen to them on YouTube. Whatever you do, there is somebody that's already successful at that thing that you want to do. Find a person. 8 times out of 10, those people are very close to you. They're near you. They're so close to you, you will not believe it if you are told. Find them. Hang out with them. Socialize around them and relate to them. Follow their Twitter feed. Be their friend on Facebook. Follow them on LinkedIn. Whatever, in whatever avenue, lay hold of them. Let them, pursue them with everything you've got. Pursue around, run after them and find them. And then when you find them, sit at their feet. Sit down and listen. You learn more by listening than by talking. I believe that's why God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth. Use more of these and less of that. When you are around them, get a piece of paper, a notepad and a pen, and make note of the things they're saying. Make note of the qualities of their lives. Make note of the secret to their success. The secret to every man's success is hidden in their story. Listen to their stories. Find out what makes them successful. But you know what? Most of us, when we go around these people, instead of learning what makes them successful, instead of understanding and traveling the journey of their success with them, we're looking for what we can see on the outside. The way they sit, the way they pose, the way they talk, the way they drink, the way they... No. That's not what you're looking for. You're looking for what's the operating system on the inside. What makes them successful? You know, that is why you see successful people. They can go bankrupt. Give them 2 years, they'll be up again. Because it's not about what is around them. It's not about their bank account. The winning is on the inside. And all they do is they go back into that factory and reproduce the winning streak again. And they're on top again. Rather than you looking for shortcut, which is what a lot of people are doing. A lot of people, in fact, this evening my wife and I were talking about this. Some of these people gunning for presidential posts in Nigeria. God bless them. That's all I'm going to say. Don't look for shortcut. Don't go for the easy option. Don't try to reap where you have not sown. Don't try to be rewarded for a labor that you have not expended. No. Develop the winning mentality from the inside by hanging out with these successful people. Ask them relevant and important questions. Ask them, learn from them, glean from them, learn from them. And when they give you those answers, don't just say, I will remember. No, you will not. Write it down. Read it again and again and again and again until it becomes part of you. Don't go there and start picking up their idiosyncrasies, their mannerisms, the way they talk. No, that won't help you. That will not help you. Also, while you are with them, apart from the secret to their success, learn and glean and take hold of character traits in them. Things like their commitment, their level of commitment to everything. Because the truth is, when successful people are not just successful in one area, most of them are successful generally. They are committed to their tasks. They are committed to their vision. They are committed to their health. They are committed to their families. They are committed to their business. They are committed to their relationships. Find out what is the secret to their commitment. What is driving them to want to be excellent in everything? What is the secret to their integrity, character, their attitude, their relationships? How do they manage their time? How do they set priorities? What is the source of their energy? Why are they always happy? Learn all those things. If you can learn them, if you can lay hold of them, if you can take them on board, you'll be unstoppable. You will become unstoppable. You want to be a winner? You want to win all the time? You want to grow your winning mentality from the inside out? You want your inside to be so full of winning that the outside can't hold it back? Get control of your life. That's the next thing. Learn to be in control of your life. You know, one of the things that separates losers from winners is this. Losers will say, I wish. But winners will say, I will. Losers will say, I wish. Oh, I wish it's sunny today, so I can go out and attend that interview. A winner will say, come rain, come high water, I will be at that interview room. If you can control your time, which is your life, now you are on the pathway to winning. You must learn and study and know yourself. And you must please, I beg of you, be honest with yourself. If you cannot be truthful with yourself, and you are the most trusted person that you know, what chance have we got? Be truthful, be honest with yourself. Get control of your time. Lay hold of your life. These are some of the ways by which you can really get control of your life. Because these are some of the things that eat our times, that waste our lives and we get carried away with. Crisis management. It's happening here, it's you. It's happening there, it's you. Things are always falling out. You spend more time. I like what John Maxwell said. He said most people spend 80% of their time repairing and 20% preparing. And that is why they're not making progress. But if you flip that, where you use 60% preparing, you will have less to repair. The reason you're spending a lot of time repairing is because you were not prepared in the first place. Another reason why people lose their life by losing their time is because they lack objectives. No vision. no purpose, no direction. Anything goes. Some people, you try to do too much at once. Oh, they call it multitasking. You should listen to my message on multitasking. It's a myth. You think you can do so many things at the same time and be good at them all and get success out of them. Maybe you're an octopus. Another reason why people lose control of their life is because they are not effective when it comes to delegation. Now, some of this you will notice in yourself. I've seen some of this in myself. Ineffective delegation, wanting to do it all by yourself. And that's one of the issues with me. To be able to delegate, because I want it done well. I have this belief that if you want something done well, give it to somebody that is busy. There's a reason why they're busy. So I dive myself into whatever I'm doing. Because I want to do it well. It has to be done properly. It has to be done the way it should be done and all of that. But you see, when you do that, you are really crippling your own productivity. Because you could have delegated that to somebody else. Now, when you delegate, it's not just you moving things off your own plate. You are actually training all those other people that you are delegating to how to rise up to the level that such task will not be delegated to them again. They will own it. And some people, they have problem with saying no. Everything. Oh, will you do this? Yes. Can you go there? Yes. Will you come there? Yes. Will you go there? Yeah. Will you talk there? Yeah. And so your time is fragmented. It's everywhere. Makes you ineffective, and you can't win if you cannot control or manage your time, which is your life. Another thing a lot of people struggle with when it comes to being in control of their lives is procrastination. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it later. Maybe next week. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe the day after. Next month. What am I saying? On this list, identify which one is peculiar to you. In what area are you losing control of your life? Is it procrastination? Is it your inability to say no? Are you personally disorganized? Is it because you are very bad when it comes to delegation? Is it because you lack purpose, you lack objectives, or are you trying to do too many things at the same time at once? Whatever it is, identify it, correct it, take back your life, take back your time, take back your future. Be responsible for your life and your future. Then you'll be a winner. Then you will win all the time. Then you'll be unstoppable. You want to be a winner? Another trait that you must develop, that you must grow on the inside. This one is so paramount. You must believe in yourself. You must believe in yourself. You must believe in your mission. You must believe in your vision. You must believe in yourself. When I do training, especially on goal setting for people, either individuals, group of people, organization, or whatever, when I do goal setting training for them, first question I ask is, raise your hand here if you've ever achieved any of your goals in life. If you've ever set a goal for yourself and you've achieved it, raise your hand. And most times people just fold their hands because they don't have anything written down to say, these are my goals and this is when they were achieved. And I say, come on guys, you have definitely set a goal and you have achieved it. You must have at least one thing that you have. No, maybe a few hands. Then I said to them, how many of you went through nursery school or primary school or secondary school or college or university You see it, all their arms, and now I'm saying, so what do you call that? Those were goals you set and you achieved them. You have already achieved something. Don't write yourself off. Believe in yourself. Believe in your ability. Believe in your capability. God did not create any of us empty. No, we are all carriers of something that this whole world needs. And only you can do that. Only you can produce that. Believe in yourself. Because when you believe in yourself, it will help you to keep going. It will help you to keep standing. It will help you to keep rising even when you fall. It will help you to keep starting even when you stop. It will help you to not give up on life. Believe in yourself. Believe in your vision. Believe in your mission. Because when your vision and your mission is not clouded, you are unstoppable. But the greatest cloud that can hang over your mission and your vision is you. The ability to believe in yourself will also help you to believe in others. Because no man is an island. We all need somebody. The world is created in an intercontinental and interconnected web. We all need somebody. And your ability, the degree to which you will believe in others, will be determined by how much you believe in yourself. Some people said, I can't talk to a stranger. So why? I'm shy. Says who? The same man that is shy can't talk to a stranger will be at the football field tomorrow, rip off his shirt and punching the air and screaming his lungs out. What happened to your shyness then? Believe in yourself. Believing in yourself is not something that you possess. Listen to this. Believing in yourself is not something that you possess. Rather, it is something that possesses you. It gets hold of you and it shake you off and dust you down and stand you on your feet and slam your back against the wall. You are whatever your name is. If somebody must talk you into believing in yourself, it means you haven't got it. It means you don't know yourself. It means you are not sure. You can't even answer your own name in the dark. Rather, you should be the one talking others into believing in you, in your vision, in your purpose, in your direction, in your movement, in your conviction. Do you know most of the people that we call leaders today, most of the people that we refer to as leaders in every field of endeavor, most of the people we call leaders today, they are not better than you and I. No, not at all. There is nothing they have that we don't have. There is nothing they can do that we cannot do. The only difference is they believe in themselves. They believe in themselves so much so that they put it to us and we can contend with it. And that's why we're following them. That's why we call them leaders. Because they believe in themselves. They believe in their vision. They believe in their passion. They believe in their purpose. They're going somewhere and they know it. When you believe in yourself, when you have a strong belief of who you are, nobody can defeat you. You cannot be a loser. You will always be a winner. Everywhere, anytime, any day, you will always win. If you follow football, you will have heard commentators say something like a top striker banging in goals like they're running out of business, and then something will happen And the same person open goal, and they can't say boo to goose. And then you hear commentators say, oh, he's lost his confidence. It's because he's lost his self-belief that I'm a striker. I'm a goal scorer. You know, one of the things for me that differentiates Jermaine Defoe from a lot of footballers, Jermaine Defoe he can't be bothered what team or what club or what group you put him. He as far as he's concerned, I'm a goal scorer. And wherever he goes, go and ask Rangers in Scotland. He's banging in for them now. Every club that Jermaine Defoe played for, he's scoring goals. You know why? He believes in himself as a scorer. You want to be a perpetual winner. You want to win all the time. You want to win and create be a winner from the inside. You remember this whole program tonight is about you winning from the inside. Give more to others than they expect. Always go beyond the call of duty. Always go the extra mile. Always be the one that goes that extra bit. Add a little bit on top. How do you do that? Don't judge each day by the harvest that it brings. No. Judge each day by the seed that you plant. Don't measure the success of a day, a moment, a season, a time, a year, a month in your life. Don't measure the success of it by the harvest that you reap. Rather, measure it by the seed you plant, the difference you make in other people's life, the contribution you bring to the table, the values that you added to other people, the things that you do that probably people won't even see, and yet they are the difference maker. That is how you give more than people expect. Always make it a point of duty that whoever will be fortunate enough to cross my path, to be in my life, to come around me, I will always make a deposit in their lives. I will always add values to them. I will always make their lives just a little bit better. Put a tiny smile in their mouth. Give them, make their heart feel a little bit warmer. Always find ways to add value to people every day, wherever you go. Some people, you don't even need to do anything. Just thank you. That's all it takes. Excuse me. Oh, I appreciate that. For people, you don't know how. A few days ago, my daughter sent me a text and she said, I wish you all the best, Papa. Oh, I nearly cried. Because for me, at that instant, that made the world of difference in my life. I needed to hear something like that. And her text came in. She said, I wish you all the best, Papa. Oh, that was heavenly. Add value to people. Make a difference in people's lives. Give more than they expect. Trying to reap where you have not sown is a bad idea. It's a bad mentality. It teaches you the bad habit of waiting for harvest